Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Alright guys, welcome to the stream. This is derriclamar. Currently about to work.
Rodgers now on first down. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That second down play nets a -4.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Rodgers.
Good ball, good ball. I moved my
user. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Oh, the defense one.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Ooh, that's tough.
Incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams. And that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams.
Yes,
and he'll be taken down
right
right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones.
Right,
and he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And it is incomplete.
Nah, that's accurate, but he was right there. He really broke that up. Like with the real animation.
And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
He was there. He was defending there, bro. It was the animation didn't look right, but the result was right. That's what we got.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Cousins. And
that was the wrong person. No, it wasn't.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Damn, I just read the wrong read.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense.
That's the best thing.
Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he
I thought
winds
he
up
was
getting
short for a
just
second.
enough on it. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get it a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Say so.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, so they held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Oh, come on.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
You weren't tight end. It was like if he turned around and had his hands,
it would have been a tough throw.
Hit a car.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. The connection made.
He picked the only route that was not open.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Sherrill's on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's celebrating, and off he goes.
He was on that, bro.
Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 81 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead grows to 10-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I came back before.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Let's go. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Williams.
I got stuck on this nigga, man.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Graham. Complete. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end Graham. Packer 1st down. Rodgers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This is caught by Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Rodgers again now. And that is incomplete.
They would just hold.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can
hitting them, boy.
And make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
When I'm hitting you, I'm hit sticking. So he's supposed to draw the ball.
Sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 3rd and long for Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty.
Alexander, come
and
on,
it's
bro.
4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Don't push him forward, boy.
The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something like that. There got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. His defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On the ground, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
That could have been a pick.
I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Lets it fly for Thielen.
Pick it.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
That nigga's way faster than Thielen like
Packer
that.
offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They try again with Cook. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. It's second and goal back to the 8-yard line now.
61, matchbox right.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Now a run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Thank you.
Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on second and 10. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Check 4.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA... And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Liz. Check. We are going.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete.
When we see those...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham. 47 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Hey, bro, I laughed like a bro. It didn't even, let me do it.
No, and this is the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Like, bro, it didn't even let me, it's still not letting me do it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cook. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd and 1, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he lost the football.
What the fuck? Dude, what?
They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Derek, this nigga just didn't grab the ball.
And we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And
yeah,
be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Check it now. You got 58. Go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball.
To throw on third down, Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Williams. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended
I didn't run
receiver.
anything. What the hell?
And it's 2nd down.
Right.
So now
But
they'll come
not
up
the
on
same
2nd
play.
and 10, once again from the 28.
You my ass.
Now Rodgers going to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Yeah,
a lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
Bro, that's
Them to check on the scoreboard.
bullshit.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab.
What are they
on the
talking
other
about? The
end.
quarterback through the ball.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Williams will try again. And he'll take this one.
Oh my God! What are
He
you
literally got
doing?
pushed in the
From 4 yards out.
He's
As his guys are
freaking.
back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking,
They
the
got
offensive
pushed in
linemen,
there,
maybe the
Bro,
smartest
that
guys
was
in football
mad
overall.
stupid.
Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If there's something
Right there! Turn around!
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I can't believe he let you go.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cook following the penalty. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flushed out right. He wants it all for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll go again to Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
This nigga really forward and couldn't get the ball up.
Green Bay Packer first down.
Oh, shit.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards, first down Packers. On the ground, this is Williams. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Back to throw. It's complete to Williams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Rodgers to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Allison, complete.
Let's go!
And get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Let's go!
Wow.
Tyler,
I know it's a never say never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity?
Good defense. Good defense.
Now's their chance to execute.
Good defense.
They have the opportunity now.
Bro,
here's the execution.
he was backpedaling. How is he covering
stuff like
this?
To be incomplete.
What? Bro.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here?
Bro, he's getting blocked, and then gives up and tackles me. What the fuck?
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
I like that,
as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
God.
Down 4 late, gotta go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, we're good.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th.
Let's go.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down.
Let's
what a huge
go.
play at this point in the game.
Tyler.
They could not contain Kenny.
It's over with. It's flipping over with. I don't know what you thought this was. I don't know who you thought you were. But it's over. Quit. Retire like you did before, bro. It's over. Yeah. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching the stream. Hope you guys like, share, subscribe if you're new. And I'm out.